So here we are again at Call of the Wild Festival with Archie and his astronauts. How are you doing, guys?
Hello. Very well, thank you. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. I'm fine. So we're on the Friday and you've already taken on the Trailblazer stage, wasn't it?
Yes.
Is that right? How did it go? Because I'm sorry I've missed you. But I'm going to catch you another time. So how did it go?
It was fantastic, thanks. Yeah, really good little turnout. I mean, it's a bit of a strange time, isn't it, in the afternoons? And you have to really work to draw people in. But yeah, we've got some new people coming up at the end and saying hi, and it felt good. Sound was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, I loved it. I think it was great. Good crowd, everyone, participating. It was a bit warm in there, but you know what, we pushed through, and it sounded huge. Yeah, I just had a great time.
I think there's a lot of energy with us today. I think so.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. Glad it went well. So I'm talking to Archie. Who are the other guys here with me? They're pointing at each other. Nobody wants to say who's who.
I'm Nathan, I'm the bass player.
Nathan, hi Nathan.
And I'm Travis, I play the drums.
Good, I've got your names right then. So Archie, would I be right in saying that this is your band and these are your people?
It was it started as a solo project in Nathan and I met back in college in 2019?
2019.
17? 19, that's what I said. 2019. We did some bits throughout college and whatever, and then we were just about to head to uni, and I said I would really like to try and do this as a bit of a more full-time thing. Do you want to come and be my bass player? And it was like as a solo project. And then we did that for a couple of years, and then it sort of materialised more into the band. And
it's a collective.
Yeah, it's now become a whole thing. So we started writing together. I mean, we started with my songs and going, let's try these together, and then we started writing together, and the difference was night and day. It's changed immensely. And then we got Travis in
last year.
So we had another drummer before, we had to split up, all amicable, just sort of change of where we were in life, and then we thought, no, let's try this again. By chance met Travis, and yeah, he's been with us ever since.
So where did you meet Travis? Because as I said to you before the interview, I'm from Lincolnshire, you two guys are from Lincolnshire, Travis I understand from Nottingham, so where did you meet Travis then?
Well, it was a friend of a friend really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I was at the pub, and I was just talking to someone. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're looking for a new drummer." He's like, "Oh, I know a friend. Yeah, it's like he plays drums. Just like pop punk could be your stuff." So I just started messaging him. I was like, "Oh, we'll do some practice." Did it somewhere in Newark, had a few sessions. They're like, "Yeah, well."
It wasn't it? It was in the garage in Newark.
That's a weird garage. Like a weird garage in, those like storage units.
Yeah.
It was like one of them. It was like in the middle of nowhere, like outside of Newark.
Bless him, I think Trav thought he was going to get like his organs harvested or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I
to this garage.
I was there for like 10 minutes on my own waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. 2 50-year-old men come out the side, like, come on, come in here.
yeah, they're all in here, honestly, wink, wink.
Yeah, the interview, come on in. And we jammed a bit, didn't we? That was it, we sent you some songs. So we sent him some unreleased bits and went, can you come up with a drum part, or like, can you drum along to it? And then he sent us some videos, and we're very analytical and going, oh, shouldn't we? And then we got in together, and I mean, Nathan and I had known each other for 3 years at that point, so we were very close already. And it was really important to us that we sort of made the new drummer a friend first, and then the band sort of came after. So we were very intense. I mean, I'm a hugger. Poor Travis, I think, came straight in. I was like, come here, hello pal. He'd never met us before. But yeah, I think it's worked out quite nicely because we're all very close now.
Yes,
and it helps the music, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really helps a lot. You don't want to be like hating each other and writing songs together. It just doesn't work.
I'm going to say that just doesn't work, would it? We've seen so many bands over the years, haven't we, that started to hate each other and it just implodes, and then that's
you can tell with the music, So
yeah,
hopefully
it's fun, isn't it?
Hopefully our songs reflect our brotherlyhood nature.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in the name Archie. Why the astronaut and the astronauts?
Well, that
Why
goes
is that?
full credit, and I hope she listens at some point in the future, to Melissa, one of Nathan's friends. I think I was driving to my grandparents. I sat in the car and I was trying to think of names.
Yeah.
I messaged you, and Mel just messaged me and went, astronauts. We were literally going Archie and I think we went through like Aardvarks.
Yeah.
That would have been good. That would have been
That's a good one.
Aardvarks or I can't remember now. Anvil, maybe? I think that was something. We'll have to find. There must be a notes list somewhere.
There's probably a notes list, and then.
And we were just going astronauts.
Astronaut
singers.
That sounds cool.
That's good. So we've got Melissa to thank. So
Yeah.
big up to Melissa, yeah?
Cheers, Mel.
Cheers, Mel. So, I noticed just the other day, new single out.
Yes.
Cut Your Teeth. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, so it's our latest single, and it's a first of 3 singles I think we've got from our debut EP coming later this year. August
The 9th.
August the 9th.
Thank you.
August the 9th.
Yeah.
I'll ask that later
Yeah.
as well, because I'll forget.
August the...
Yeah, we definitely know where we are. But yeah,
Definitely know where we are.
we recorded it at the end of last year, didn't we? All together, we went down to Norwich. Yeah, we had a good time, and we just sort of recorded all our latest songs. Yeah, I think it went really well, and we use our producer Tom, don't we?
Yeah. Tom Joy.
He's a bit of he's like a fourth member, isn't he?
Yeah,
So,
he's amazing.
Um,
He's in Norwich, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Norfolk Chroma.
Yeah, Chroma.
All right,
That
yeah.
was really important to find somebody that worked with it all and just was fun to do. And I think like Trav started as well when he, which again a lot of the drummers probably will know. He started playing with a click.
Yes,
So
yeah.
when we first started, we were like, no, we might do backing tracks. So he like, start playing with a click. So even though it was his first experience in a recording studio, because he'd actually played to a click so often, he was just straight away like straight in. It was like takes done, boom. And we were so impressed because it was like this guy has never been in a recording studio, never recorded in his life, but because he's been doing it to a click and so tight. And you know, I remember we came home and we were like, we made the right decision.
Yeah.
Like, he's in now. You know, we're doing this.
You're just saying that, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can go now.
But it's on record now, isn't it?
I've
You
got
can't go back on it.
I'll keep playing.
I'm going to say, yeah. I'll send you a personal copy
Yeah,
so you can
thank
keep playing it back. So that's streaming, that's right, isn't it? Streaming that single, Cut Your
Yes, yeah,
Teeth,
Cut Your Teeth is out
on
now
all
on
streaming
platforms.
sites,
Yeah,
all streaming
yeah.
platforms, folks.
on
Yeah,
Napster, on Deezer, on
yeah,
Amazon,
Cool.
Apple, yeah.
cool, lovely. So from your upcoming EP, how many tracks is on that EP? Five tracks. 5 tracks.
I was just checking before I said
We've
that.
got,
Right,
we've got hand
two,
signals here, and we're
three.
counting on our fingers.
Musician can only count to 4. Yeah, you've got 5, so we've done. That's the first one, isn't it? That we've released.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the second track of the EP.
Second track of
And
the
then-
EP,
Right, yeah.
and then we've got 4 more left. We've got 3 more, I believe, coming out before the EP drops.
Yeah.
2 more coming out before the EP drops. Big Travis. Three in total. The next one coming out is Monochrome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Monochrome, right? I'll keep my eye out
Bit
for
of-
that
bit
then,
of a
guys.
slower one, bit of-
Is
one's-
it?
One's for the lovers out there.
Is it? Tell us about that. Where did that come from then? Where did that idea?
Well, I just thought, because we're so high energy, we kind of thought we need a bit of a slower song, I think, to kind of, it could separate the set a little bit. And you came up with like a nice little,
I think it was you and your chorus pedal, wasn't it?
yeah, I got like
that
a
was
chorus
the
and delay,
inspiration.
and then I
Yeah.
was playing some bit of high end, like high end up the neck, and you chimed in a little bit, and then it just kind of slowly just formed into like a cool song. And at the very end, I love the ending's like my favourite bit.
Yeah,
of
it's
the song.
almost like a lot of like some Snow Patrol songs or like Biffy Clyro, where it's really sort of low key for maybe half of the song, and then it just it hits at the end, like that sort of feel.
I love
sort of
those kinds of
everything.
songs.
Yeah.
They're just like build and build and build.
Because
Yeah.
also it's not,
Oh.
it isn't for necessarily everyone, and not necessarily sort of a radio hit. Like people might get a bit bored if you were sort of a casual listener, but we wanted to sort of have a little bit of diversity in the EP.
Yeah,
and-
just kind of show off a little bit what we can actually do. You know,
Yeah.
we're not all just riffs. We're a bit more than that.
yeah.
Cool.
We can write deep songs. We can hit the feelings.
Deep songs coming out then. So remind me, what's that called?
Monochrome.
And when's it going to be out as a single?
June.
Stall.
Hang on, we're getting the calendars out now.
I think I'm gonna say.
It's definitely June.
I think it's gonna be
June? Well, that's
I think
next-
I'm gonna say June 7th.
June next.
You're
So
spot on.
Yeah.
June beginning June is next week. So 2 weeks time then.
2 weeks time.
Yeah,
Indeed.
cool. So I should be playing that on Morning Rock Out then,
Yeah,
on the Crew Rock
absolutely.
Radio,
Send it over.
and get you like the army of followers that you deserve.
Thank you.
So you were here 2 years ago, weren't you, as a stand-in band?
Yes,
Yeah.
the late great Tina Sherwood, who I'm just trying to remember how we all met now. I believe we met John Craig first
Yeah.
via Facebook. Again, a lot of bands will sort of associate with this. You do a lot of Facebook stalking of promoters and venues and festival organisers before you ever meet them. I met Tosh earlier and I went, I know you, and he went, no you don't. I went, no, maybe Facebook. I've seen you for like 3 years on it. And yeah, we ended up doing some work with Forge Ahead, which is now sort of dissolved, but it was almost like they helped with upcoming bands in loads of areas. It's sort of like a management thing, did a couple of shows. And Tina got us this. She went, a band has dropped out, do you guys want to come and do it? And she gave us the amazing opportunity to come do this. And yeah, we have her to thank for all of it.
Yes.
Unfortunately, she passed away recently. But yeah, we had a little tribute, didn't we, earlier?
Yeah, we played a little song. We played
Oh, lovely.
Killing in the Name of, because we played that 2 years ago
Oh, right, yeah.
With Chloe.
Chloe,
I
yeah.
want to say McGowan. I don't want to get her surname wrong, but it's Chloe, young girl who comes to this festival. She comes to this festival for years. Amazing guitarist. I don't think she's in a band yet, so if anyone's looking for a guitarist, get her on because she's spectacular. And yeah, Tina came up and said, right, boys, we've got this set. There's this young girl here who wants to come and play a song. What do you all know? And we went, Killing the Name. And she came up and did it. So we did that again earlier, and she killed it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just been a really nice reminder of, you know, why we're here in the first place and how it works and the beautiful community that Call of the Wild is. Because
That's what it's about, really.
yeah, absolutely. Everyone here is so just invested in making it a good time. But yeah, it's a very special festival. I don't think there's going to be
Brilliant.
like this again.
No, it's really good here, isn't it? I love it. And because again, going to go back to the local thing, it's so local to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So, I know one thing that's changed in the last 2 years since you were here last.
That's
New member. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, we talked about that. What else has changed in the last 2 years since you were here?
Kind of sound, yeah. We've had a few upgrades. I've had a few upgrades, new pedals. You've had new stuff.
Yeah. I
Trav's
think we
new
just
drum.
settled in,
Yeah.
haven't we? Because like Trav brought such an influence on his part and such a precise drummer, so sort of clinical, in that we kind of went, oh, actually, what can we do with this? Like, we started to grow around him, and he started to grow around the songs that he'd listened to. But it was quite nice because, like, he hadn't come as a fan. So, like, he hadn't been like, oh, I've listened to you guys before, let's come in the band. He'd only heard what we'd sent, and it meant that we could kind of reform the band around new ideas.
Yeah.
You know, make it definitely heavier.
Yeah, a lot more heavier, riffier, a bit more, yeah, just like older stuff like Royal Blood's kind of like first albums and
Yeah.
kind of Queens of the Stone Agey kind of, you know, that kind of older stuff, but that's what kind of the main influences. And
Yeah, we had to start again, didn't we, and sort of ask each other, right, what do you like, what do we like, what is the sort of common ground? And I think, I mean, I feel like we always say Royal Blood, but I think that's one that we all kind of immediately went, do you know them? Yeah, you really like that? Yeah. Let's just aim for that first.
Well, I think for me, like, obviously I've only, you know, seen sort of last year, but like, so originally the songs sort of were written and sometimes they feel a little bit, I hope you don't mind me saying it, but like almost like empty.
You're out, yeah.
Whereas now, like, what we do is we write it knowing that we're a three-piece.
Yes.
And then we write the songs like, right, we're going to record it, but we're going to play it exactly like that live.
Yes.
And I think that's where our sound comes from, because it sounds so full, yet there's only 3 instruments, you know. So, like, for me, that's what I've seen us do, is like the whole of last year is like grow and see how it's almost like a bit of a like a puzzle. Like, how do we make this sound as full as we can with this little instruments? I think that's what.
Absolutely, and our first recordings were so overdubbed and so like we just went crazy. We were like, yeah, let's add harmonies.
Because you can have it. Let's have it.
Get live and go. We didn't really have the foresight to go, maybe we shouldn't have done so much. And, you know, when we go, right, we're a little bit more experienced now, you know, we've cut our teeth,
Hey!
And, you know, let's see what we can make now as a 3-piece, and like you say, it fills out definitely now.
it's kind of what the new EP's EP's about. It's kind of this is now kind of the new sound of us.
And it's as close to live as it can be, isn't it? It's, you know, no frills, just exactly what it is, and we hope that people kind of go, oh, they're a 3-piece, and it's a pleasant surprise rather than, you know, an empty surprise.
We've mentioned the new EP a couple of times. I don't know if I've asked what the new EP is going to be called.
It's called, it was kind of a self-titled, but it's called The Adventures of Archy and the Astronauts.
Oh, like
A
it.
little bit of a sort of comic-y book theme.
I was going to say, that sounds comic-y, but are you going to have like the cover going to be a comic book kind of
Yeah,
thing?
it's all.
Oh, is it all sorted?
It's
So-
all been sorted.
So I can't
photo now.
ask for credits for that.
Yeah, we've had there's a Leicester band called Dream Cage, fantastic band. Another three-piece as well that sort of we've taken a bit of inspiration from, and their artist, designer, Ned. I'm not sure what his Instagram handle is. I'll have to find it.
Ned.hp or something.
That's it. Yeah. Again, just an artist in Leicester, and we really like his style. Can you do this? And he just came up with this amazing cover that we've then taken a bit of style reference from. And, you know, none of us are sort of particularly artsy. In that sense.
I've got the ideas, but
You
I
have.
can't, I've got the
You've
ideas, but I
actually
can't
sketched it,
get
yeah,
it.
I
I can't
lied.
get it to paper.
You like me? I can see it in my head, but my hand doesn't work.
No, I tell a lie. Nathan actually did a very good rudimentary sketch,
Of
which
like what it could look like. and
basically
then-
gave him the no, you're right, and that was, you know, I don't think Trevor Wright could have ever come up with something like that. We're like, we'll stick to making noises instead.
So you mentioned about your sound and that, and a couple of times you mentioned Royal Blood. Now, Royal Blood are playing a certain big festival this year, and you guys so close
Yeah.
to playing it, weren't you? So close with the deal. Tell us about that. How did you? Well, where did you find out about it? How did you get on? Well, we know the answer, but tell us all about the deal.
We actually applied a couple of years ago, and we didn't get to the stage. And it came up again. Probably, I think it was a Facebook advert or something like that. And we've been really keen on Marshall Records for a while. Since sort of discovering them and seeing they've done a lot of stuff. The Nova Twins was their I think their magnum opus of the last few years. Is their amazing success. So we signed up. Completely forgot. I was walking home one day from work and got an email. Get through to the next stage and we went, oh, brilliant. What's the next stage? Got to get as many votes as possible. And we went, oh, bollocks. How is this going to work? Type of thing. And so we turned to Facebook Mothers. And honestly, I think that was what got us into the next stage, wasn't it?
Our fans and Facebook.
Amazing people, but also like family forums. Weirdly, like my local Bourne family forum.
Yeah.
We did
I did mine as
your
well,
one,
yeah.
and we just went, look, here's what we need. We're not quite big enough to beat these guys, but can we do it? And then we got an email going, you're through to the final 10. And we went, what the?
Yeah.
Which to us, I think, was the win. Like, just can we mobilise people? You know, you do all this work for so long in so many different forms, and when it comes to being important, you go, right, can we actually pull together all the work that we've done and just, can we get X amount of people to vote for us? And it was such a beautiful thing that we had to ask people, we spoke to people, we got in touch with people that we hadn't seen in years and that had seen us maybe at the last Call of the Wild show and messaged us saying we've voted for you guys, and it's just sort of rekindled a lot of those amazing relationships that we've made.
Community.
Yeah, this band has given us so many friends, and even since coming here the first year, everyone we see now, we're like, oh, it's you, mate, oh, so-and-so, all the bands, and it's been so amazing to just have those friendships, because you might have a rubbish gig, sound might go on, you might have a detuning issue, but at least you're there with people that you like, and you can go and have a beer with your friends, and
That's right.
at the end of the day, that's kind of the win, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, your Facebook campaign certainly worked, because I'd never heard of the deal to get a download, and was there a Marshall recording contract in there as well? But I saw a post from yourselves or something, so I voted for you guys. There you go. You're so close.
Thank you.
What was it? Got into the top 10,
Top
didn't
10,
you?
yeah, so there were, I think, a few hundred, maybe thousands of bands, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a big thing. And we made the final 10 with some spectacular people, and the right people won it. So it's, you can't be mad. Hopefully, somewhere down the line, people will recognise the name and go, oh,
Yeah, that was them.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we got some Kerrang radio, didn't we?
yeah, we got to play on Kerrang.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Played.
which is mega.
That was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah.
Like I hear it, it's like Kerrang, like the magazine. Everyone's like the magazine. You go, like the magazine. We're getting played. It's like, that was a cool moment.
Was it one of those moments driving down the road and it's on the radio, so you have to pull over and listen to it and ring your mum?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, we're on. So it was a nice boost. I mean, obviously you get disappointed when you don't win overall, but this is an industry where I think you've got to take the wins as and when they come, and you've got to go, we could have not made it at all. We could have not even got through to the next stage, but we made it through to the first stage, and we got through to the final 10. And a lot of the bands that were on there had, 10, 20 times the following. So they were in a more progressive part of their
Yeah.
career, and they will deserve it more, and they will, use it more. And hopefully, when it gets to that point for us, the right thing will come along. But it's just about being patient and enjoying the journey as much as getting a record deal or playing whatever. There's so many good things that have happened, and these two have been amazing to just have as friends and to just have that relationship.
Likewise.
And if nothing else, if it fizzles out in 2 weeks' time, I can at least go, I've got two best mates
Done
that
it.
I know
Yeah.
I can rely on, for the rest of our lives, and that's probably the best thing about having a band, I think.
Fantastic. So you're not playing at Download, but are you going? Do you go to Download, or do you just stick to the smaller festivals?
We can't go to Download this year.
Oh.
We're off to New York instead.
All right, come on. Right, okay, this is good. Tell us about that then. Come on.
So we've been helping part of a charity in New York called Kids Rock for Kids. So they're like an organisation which help with like homelessness in New York. They've been helping with some of the wars right now.
Raising money for Ukraine charities. weren't
Ukraine
they?
charities.
I think
Last year. So we've been doing that for the past 2 years. So we're going again this year. We've got a few gigs out there with them. So unfortunately we can't go to Download, but we're having a bit of a holiday.
Well, to be honest with you, I think you're going to have a better
Yeah.
in New York, you're saying? Yeah. So how many gigs have you got over there?
We've got 3 gigs. We're playing at a place called The Drum.
outside of the Barclays Centre.
Outside the Barclays Centre, and then we're playing the Bitter End, which is quite a well-known New York venue. Quite a lot of people have played there, and then we're playing an outside one, which we don't know yet. It's an outside one.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be really good, and even to just be able to get over there and play some songs. There's a lot of bands that, especially with visas and all of that, to play official shows, because we're going under the guise of a charity, we don't have to sort of get a lot of the same visas as things. We're just going and playing and coming back, and there's a lot of bands that have had issues recently with having to pay thousands of dollars to even step foot in a venue and sell a ticket. So very lucky there, beautiful people there, and we get to be very humbled because, as Nathan said, it's Kids Rock for Kids, and there are kids ranging from, I think the youngest there was 8, 8-year-old kid who was shredding on guitar, and we stood there at the back going,
The guitar was almost the same size as him.
Really?
You look and you go, is he actually playing all of that? And he's like,
I don't know what I was doing at 8, but it's probably just like
It
picking my nose,
wasn't
Picking my nose.
eating leaves,
Yeah.
and he's there like shredding. So it's very humbling. There's a lot of amazing musicians, and they come from all over. So we've got now like an amazing mate from Australia, and there's Brazil, there's where else? Hawaii. They had
Hawaii,
LA,
South Africa, I think.
yeah.
So it's
Just dotted all over the place. And poor Travis. So he was only with us for 6 months before he went. Was it?
Yeah, January, and then we went this time last year.
Yeah,
didn't we?
so he joined in January. We gave him the whole be my best friend forever. And then in June it was like, also mate, we're going to New York with these complete strangers that you've never met. Would you like to come on a plane with us? So if he was gonna, like I say, if he was gonna get his organs harvested,
Yeah.
there's been multiple
there's
times.
been many opportunities.
There has, isn't it?
Just biding your time.
I was going to say, do you think do you get a feeling they just soften you up, and then all of a sudden it will be?
Eat well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and healthy.
Drink a lot of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, you just mentioned this little kid who's shredding guitar. What advice would you give him then, or anybody else who wants to start a band in this day and age, really? Because I'm twice your age, obviously, and it was different in my day. How does it go now?
Well, I don't know. For me, I think I went in a bit of a different way. So I've been playing drums for 8-9 years, I think, and I've been doing loads of jam sessions with all my mates, but never quite made a band of it or anything. But I think the way I went about it was I just sort of fell into it in a sense. My friend knew you guys, and it sort of linked us up, and it just worked. So I think the thing is to just keep pushing, and if you really want to play in a band, there's always going to be a band out there. There's always going to be people that are interested. So Facebook forums, there's apps or web pages and that
Yeah. Find by bands, isn't there?
Yeah, so it's there's always people out there that want to play music, and there'll always be people that like the music that you like as well. So it's just about to keep going, and I think just find the people that you click with. So I don't know about you guys.
Just gotta go for it. I think if you want to get in a band with your mates, do it. There's no time like the present, you know. And it's more of a day and age of like TikTok, Instagram. A lot of more social media's involved now. You know, you see a lot of bands that make it big on TikTok. That's how they become, not because of their music, but you've seen them on your phone. But I think back in the day, it's more, you know, word of mouth. You go around the whole country. You play up and down every weekend. But now it's just more. You can do it from your home. You can, if you've got like a little garage, you can start making videos, start getting your music out there. It's a lot easier to get out there, but there's a lot more bands out there now.
Yeah.
So it's more of it's kind of more balanced out. It's like two-edged sword. You know? It's more accessible, but everyone's now doing it.
Yeah.
So
That's it, isn't it?
you got to rise. You got to get above everyone else, and then.
So talking about the new way of doing things and everything's streaming now, and you've got your new EP out again. Remind me what it's called again?
The Adventures of Archy and the Astronauts.
The Adventures of Archy and the Astronauts, and it is out.
9th of August.
Yes.
Look at that. We got there.
We got there eventually. That'll be streaming. Are you going to do physical copies? Talking old school, or are you
Absolutely.
the guys who like just stream? No, got physical copies, yeah.
So we bought a little CD burner.
Classic,
I mean, like we're not. I know what a CD is. I'm not that young. That I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it did take me a few hours to just make sure I was burning it correctly. I bought CDs thinking, oh, this is the same, but no, there's read-write CDs. There's just CDRs that you can only write on. All this rubbish. So we did end up making a few, and we will make a few because I think they're really cool.
I think it's
have a
yeah.
little chunk of it, and I'll put it in a wardrobe to forget, and hopefully in years' time go.
I did that.
Started it.
I
Yeah,
did
this
that.
is what began, and yeah, definitely physical. We can do got some merch store. If you follow our Instagram and stuff, you can see our merch store on there.
I was going to say they're going to be on your merch store, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll get
So,
Eventually.
yeah. I can't remember. Do you have a website?
No, we don't. We just
No.
sort of use the socials.
Just use social media. So search Archy and the Astronauts,
follow us on
yeah?
there and you'll see us.
Cool.
See our ugly monks.
Lovely. So we've got the gig out in the States. We've got new EP coming out. So that's this year. What about next year and beyond? What's your plans?
To infinity
and beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably it. That's a good place to start, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we will just we'd like to sort of take it in chunks and go, let's see how this does, and we sort of inform our decisions based on that.
Be awesome.
Be awesome.
Be awesome.
Yeah.
So
Write
that is
more
your-
songs.
Yeah,
Write more
right.
songs, release
Yeah.
more,
Gig more.
play festivals like this. I mean, it's just it's a slow and steady thing, isn't it? It's being happy with what you're doing at the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love doing it. We all love doing it, and I think we'll try and just shift the music to being more of our full time, so we don't have to work in jobs. You know.
That is something actually I meant to ask you. What are your day jobs? I'm assuming you have day
Oh,
jobs.
yeah.
What are your
Yes.
day jobs?
Well then,
I'm a barista.
Barista.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. You
Costa
can,
coffee.
I am getting a bit thirsty. You can make me a
Yeah,
coffee then.
make everyone some coffee.
I'm a TA at school.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Go on,
most of the time.
Travis. Go on,
What are you,
Travis.
Travis?
Oh, he wins.
I'm a racing car driver,
Oh.
coach.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a good job.
Tell us about that.
Well, I've been racing like go-karts, motorbikes, cars my whole life, and then I just sort of fell into it. Like, it's good money. I enjoy it. Like, sort of work when I want, and it sounds cool. I think
It sounds cool.
No, it's good. I work with a few teams, so up and down the country all the time. But it's
Brilliant.
Good. Yeah, it's good.
Excellent. Got one last question for you guys. You're, as I mentioned earlier, about half the age of me, and you're on this road to stardom. So I'm going to keep this recording for 20 years' time and play it back to you. And I want
God.
I want you to give your future self some advice.
Okay.
I have no idea. I don't know. Just keep going. I think. Just make sure you're enjoying it. I don't know. I think that's got to be the main thing, hasn't it? Like,
Stay happy.
yeah, stay happy.
Stay happy, yeah.
Yeah, stay happy.
Make sure you haven't left the oven on,
Yeah, that's a good one.
and you probably need milk when you come back in.
And also don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Always a good one.
And I like that. Stay happy. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Stay happy.
Remember
Good.
what you have. Be happy with what you have, and be thankful we have. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, Archie and the Astronauts.
Thank you
It's
very
been
much.
great meeting you. I am so sorry I missed your set, but I will see you. When's the EP launch
EP launches
party?
the 9th of August in Lincoln at the Komodo, which will hopefully go down in history as such a cool venue.
9th of August at the
9th of
Komodo.
August at the
I will
Komodo.
be there. Hopefully have a chat with you again then, guys.
Sounds amazing.
Absolutely.
Thanks very
Until,
much.
until then, I'll see you later.
See you later.
See you later.